All right, Shalom, Yasharala, it's your brother Yaradan with the Shutter Return located here in Chicago. And I want to start out by giving our praises to the Most High Power. Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders over at Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners, preaching this word in truth and sincerity with discretion and discernment. And last but not least, shalom to the Akim, Akwath, and the children who might be tuning in too, though. So, yeah, I just wanted to go back into this history. This is probably like the third time I've went over this topic, man, the papal bull, dumb diversities. And I always like to share this information. And, every time you read it, it's like you find something else and you become refreshed. So I thought that I throw this out there to give brothers a little more clarity on, the circumstances um, concerning how we got here, man, in America, man. All right, so basically, long story short, man, white supremacy, man, white Christianity supremacy, man, because they talking. I saw a status on Facebook. They like, yeah, white supremacy has struck again. Like, nigga, when has it not struck, man? It's been striking ever since. What's this? 2022. Ever since 14. When, buddy, come over here. 1492. You know what I'm saying? So it's 500 plus years we've been going through hell, and this nigga words are so smooth. The so-called white man's words are so smooth that 500 years later, niggas is still calling themselves Black African American. All right, and still looking up to this man as a human, and even more than that, a god, cause this nigga do got a god complex. He's proud, man. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to go through some of this history right fast, man. And yeah, man. Hey, I can't pronounce all these words like that. All right, but nevertheless, we gonna make this video. We gonna make this video. All right, so it say dumb diversities or diverses. It's a papal bull. I know a papal bull is an edict put out there by the Pope saying it's gonna be like this. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna move like that. It's an edict, man. Dumb Diversities is a papal bull issued on 18th June 1452 by Pope Nicholas V. It authorized Alfonso V of Portugal to conquer Saracens and pagans and consign them to perpetual servitude. So yeah, this edict, all right, authorized Alfonso V of Portugal to conquer Muslims and other pagans. That's what Saracens was, Muslims, man, and Moors, and Jake was living in northern Africa. The Israelites who was living in northern Africa during the Dark Ages, man, the Byzantine Empire. All right, but Esau, this red man, came and with iconoclasm and painted all the icons red, pinkish, and finessed the world into thinking that Yahweh Shai's name was Iosis or Jesus, and gave this fluky interpretation of the scriptures, man. A false doctrine they pushed out there with Catholicism, man. All right, the goddamn Pope, man, lying. All right, so let's go into it, man. But it say where I want to start at. Yeah, the third line right here, man. It say perpetual servitude. So this so-called white man, you know, he just made an edict and said, yeah, go ahead over there in Northern Africa and take over and take everybody down, man. Whoever you can get your hands on. If they ain't worshiping Jesus Christ and his deity Jehovah, the God of the Bible, they was, man, the Spanish Inquisition. Boy. Hey, have you seen some of the things that they use to torture people with, man? But anyway, let me finish reading, man. All right. It says Pope Calixtus III reiterated the bull in 1456 with inter criteria, not to be confused with Alexander the Sixth's um, bull of the same title, renewed by Pope Sixtus IV in 1481 and Pope Leo V in 1514 with Pericles, Pericles Denotis, Denotionis. Um, the concept of consignment of exclusive spheres of influence to certain nation states was extended to the Americas in 1493 by Pope Alexander VI with Inter. So yeah, man, hey, it started with the papal bull in 1452, dumb the verses, man, where the Pope gave um who would say yeah, Alfonso the Fifth of Portugal, man. These Edomites, man, Spanish Edomites. All right, and it extended to the Americas in 1493, man. So basically, America is a big ass slave slave post. Is that a word? Like a slave post or slave headquarters, a plantation. America is a huge plantation. That's why the Most High said he got a sacrifice in Basra, man. All right, this place has to be burned to smithereens, man, because this is just one big slave plantation where the Edomites has been forwarding the affliction, man. They overly did their part. All right, so yeah, yeah, I had clicked on Alfonso the Fifth of Portugal, man. All right, the guy who got the go ahead from the king. I'm gonna read it right here. It say Alfonso the Fifth he got his birthday right there, and then it say known by the subsequent the African Portuguese O Africano was a king of Portugal. His subsequent refers to his military conquest in northern Africa. Yeah, he got the go ahead from the Pope to go to northern Africa and get the Israelites. Cause this is really what they was really doing. They might have put it on the paper and said, "Go get the Muslims and go get the pagans," but what they was really doing was collecting the Israelites, the lost sheep that was scattered, into northern Africa and throughout the world. But it say, as of 1471, Alfonso V was the first king of Portugal to claim dominion over a plural kingdom of the Algarves instead of the singular kingdom of the Algarve. Territories added to the North Salakia. Territories added to the Portuguese crown lands in North Africa during the 15th century came to be referred to as possessions of the kingdom of Algarve, a new region of southern Portugal. The Kingdom of Portugal, the Algarves, then were considered to be southern Portuguese territories on both sides of the Strait of Gibraltar. All right, I mean Gibraltar. All right, so let me just jump down. Look, the Duke. These is Edomites. Let me jump down to yeah, the invasion of Morocco, and then this last little paragraph right here. It say in 1452, Pope Nicholas V issued the papal bull Dum Diverses, which granted Alfonso V the right to reduce Saracens, pagans, and any other unbelievers to hereditary slavery. Yeah, and you niggas is still in that same hereditary slavery, man. You just don't know it. Because you get to go get ice creams and shit when you want to. So you think you're free. All right, I'm going to read that again. In 1452, Pope Nicholas V issued the papal bull Dum Diverses, which granted Alfonso V the right to reduce Saracens, pagans, and other unbelievers to hereditary slavery. So it don't matter what you was doing, man. You could have been over there in northern Africa eating the biggest bowl of rice and dragon fruit, living good, living great, even though you was a heathen, worshiping Allah, false gods. But nevertheless, you was over there, just like the people was at the grocery store. When Buddy smoked them people at the grocery store, yeah, they wasn't doing nothing to nobody. They was just living great, innocent people. But nevertheless, they had to pay because the wages of sin is death. Just like these people had to be reduced to hereditary slavery. You know, if you didn't believe in white Jesus and the construct of Catholicism, man. All right, this was reaffirmed and extended in the Romanus Pontifex Bull of 1455, also by Nicholas V. Hey, yeah, so Pope Nicholas V, he just started writing edicts to keep niggas in slavery. It say, these papal bulls came to be seen by some as a justification for the subsequent era of slave trade and European colonialism, man. All right, so there you have it, man. All right, you niggas is over here in America today because the Catholic Church, man, Catholicism, and then you got niggas over here that's Catholic getting felt up and funded by what's that nigga name? Father Michael Flager. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, these niggas real freaky Edomites, man, and they put us in captivity and been holding on to us, man. But hey, it's time to let the people go. I ain't even read this part right here. What it say? When the campaigns in Africa were over, Alfonso V found new grounds for battle with neighboring Castile. Yeah, man. So when the campaigns in Africa was over, when they killed and enslaved everybody they could get their hands on, it say he went for battle in neighboring Castile. On December 11, 1474, King Henry IV of Castile died without male heir, leaving one daughter, Joanna. However, her paternity was questioned. It was rumored that his wife, Queen Joan of Portugal, Alfonso's sister, had an affair with a nobleman. Yeah, man, so I ain't gonna go into all that family business. We just trying to get to the root cause of how the hell niggas over here gotta pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? To these people. We subject to payments, man. Yeah, marriage. I don't know. What did I want? What did I want, man? I forgot what I was gonna read right here. I had put this together last night before I had went to sleep. I had put this together. Um, what this say right here? It say after a number of revolts, Ferdinand and Isabella ordered the expulsion of all Jews from Spain. People who converted to Catholicism. Yeah, you heard that. After a number of results, Ferdinand and Isabella ordered the expulsion of all Jews from Spain. People who converted to Catholicism were not subject to expulsion, but between yeah, so they kicked everybody out of the land of Spain, man. If you didn't believe, if you didn't convert to Christianity from Judaism, you know what I'm saying, practicing the laws, statutes, and commandments. They said, nah, man, you gonna believe in Jesus or your ass gonna die. All right, so it say, people who converted to Catholicism were not subject to expulsion, but between 1480 and 1492, hundreds of those who had converted, um, conversos and Moroscos were accused of secretly participating in their original religion, crypto Judaism or crypto Islam, and arrested, imprisoned, interrogated, and tortured in some cases, burned to death in both Castile and Aragon. The Inquisition had been created in the 12th century by Pope Lucius III to fight heresy in the south of what is now France and was constituted in a number of European kingdoms. Yeah, the Spanish Inquisition was constituted in a number of European kingdoms, man. So the so-called white man came out of the bottomless pit and just went and said that you're a heathen if you're not an Edomite. If you wasn't an Edomite, you was a heathen, and they was putting you in slavery. All right, it say the Catholic monarchs decided to introduce the Inquisition to Castile and requested the Pope's assent. On November 1st, 1478, Pope Sixtus IV published the papal bull ex 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 exgit or exgit sinceris divinationis affectus, by which I'm reading it sound like get the Muslims up out of here effectively immediately. That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm getting out of that. It say by which the Inquisition was established in the Kingdom of Castile. It was later extended to all of Spain. The bull gave monarchs exclusive authority to name the inquisitors. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna read no more of this because I basically already been got the point about how in this last article I had right here about it transferred over to America. And so what else I asked Google, when did the Spanish Inquisition take place? The Spanish Inquisition 1478, man, all the way to 1834. All right. That's 300 years. That's 400 years, man, of ass whoopings to death. And now you want, that's how like the so-called white man came into power and took over the world, man. Because the Most High, he loosed him a little season. And we in that little season right now. The Most High let this man out. And right now we got to deal with it, man. So, it's a Spanish Inquisition. 1478 to 1834. Judicial institution ostensibly established to combat heresy in Spain. In practice, the Spanish Inquisition served to consolidate power in the monarchy of the newly unified Spanish kingdom, but it achieved that end through infamously brutal methods. Yeah, man. The Spanish Inquisition. Let me see. Spanish Inquisition. Not the death toll. We want the torture devices. And we're just gonna look at them. I know one stood out to me was the Judas chair, man. Where that Judas chair at? Here you go, right here, man. This the Judas chair. All right, if you didn't want to worship white Jesus, they was gonna make you sit your ass down on here for a few hours until you decided the blood of Jesus was gonna come into your life and be your Lord and Savior. All right, the same thing they do at church. They tell you, hey, look at this. They turning people upside down and cutting you in half. The so-called white man. Look at these niggas. Look like devils, man. This really happened. What do you see on Space Jam? Charles Barkley. It was Charles Barkley or Patrick Ewing. He was like, it wasn't a dream. It really happened. Yeah, man, this really happened. And the so-called white man did this, man. This wasn't niggas. This wasn't Jake. This wasn't, I say niggas because people look at folks in them on the corner and look at them like they and yeah, they deeds have surpassed that of the wicked. These niggas is some wicked niggas out here, but this right here takes the cake, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas running around the world frying niggas, man. They fry that nigga, they broiling him, man. Flame broil. All these torture tactics, all this, man, is the reason why you have the world like it is today. All right? All this stuff that you see, these torture tactics, is why niggas is so docile and why people worship the beast, man. Because the Most High put the spirit on this man, Esau, to finesse the world and take over the world, man. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4, man. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Yeah, man, that's Esau Edom, is the man sitting on a red horse. All right, because then his father Isaac tell him, by thy sword shalt thou live. Yeah, man, so that's the so-called white man, Esau Edom, man. All right, and he's taking peace from the earth, man. Why you think Jake walking around talking about no justice, no peace? Yeah, it ain't gonna be no peace, man, because the wicked bearing rule, man, and people is mourning. All right, this nigga got the sword, man, and he took that sword and beat the shit out of you and made you worship Jesus, man. Revelation chapter 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, man. Yeah, man, that's an angel came with chains, man. And this is spiritual terminology right here, man. He laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, the devil, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season, man. So like I say, man, the so-called white man was chased out of power. All right, and we ruled, man, the Byzantine Empire and Europe during the Dark Ages, man. All right, we ruled Europe for about 1,000 years, man. All right, until Satan was loosed a little season, man. You jump down to verse 7. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth. Yeah, so that's what the so-called white man did with the papal bull, dumb diversities, and all of that bullshit that they was writing up, man. He went out to deceive, man. That's why the scriptures say he frameth mischief with his mouth. You slander your own mother's son, man. This nigga is the definition of wicked, man. All right. Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So yeah, ultimately, man, you're going to self-destruct. It's going to be Edomites on Edomite crime, man. World War III. Okay. But what else I had, man? Yeah, so these niggas came out of the cage into power, man. And came looking directly for what he said, pagans and Saracens, which was Muslims, man, and Israelites. They call it Israelites pagans, man. Jeremiah 50 and 33, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all they that took hold, and all they that took them captives held fast. They refused to let them go. Ain't we still here in America today? Didn't I just read that those papal bulls extended to the Americas in 1493? When Christopher Columbus, what you just thought? Christopher Columbus just woke up and said, let me just hop on that boat and go find. No, man. He was under that Spanish Inquisition Act, going around looking for land to conquer. And so-called, they called us heathens, man. To enslave, man. Pagans. But really, they enslaved the apple of the Most High's eye, man. Starting in 1492, man, the northern kingdom of Israel. And then in 1619, they went to Africa again and got the southern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man, and brought us over to the Americas, man. And they refused to let us go to this day. So the Most High is not finna send another Moses, man. Ain't no Moses finna come to America, Esau, Edom, and be like, could you let the people go? Because the Lord said he gonna, no, man, he just gonna send Yahushua. And he's gonna take us, man. The people shall take the kingdom, man. We gonna take this place over, man. We ain't asking and talking to nobody about nothing that's over with. OVA. All right. So this the book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5, man. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Yeah, man. Didn't I just read hereditary slavery and perpetual servitude? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be real bloody for the so-called white man, man. It's the book of Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged. Estranged mean alienated or cast away, far off, man. Far off from who? Far off from the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the God of the Bible, man. He says the wicked are estranged from the womb. Yeah, they very, very, very far away from the Most High. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Yeah, man, because as soon as they came back into power, they got the land calling us heathens and said that they was the apple of God's eye, and they came up with spiritual Israel, speaking lies, man. Soon as they was born, man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where, and who is he? Yeah, because the Most High made a contract, a covenant, an agreement with his chosen people. If we keep the contract, the earth will be given into our hands, and we'll be at the head and not the tail. And we'll be blessed in the city and blessed in the field. But no, we didn't keep up our end of the bargain. So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Yeah, that's why you got the picture of who was that supposed to be? King David touching the finger of God and up there at St. Peter's Basilica or something like that. Or the top of the Vatican or some fluky, man. Like these niggas, man, like liars, man. And they got the earth in their hands, but we finna take the kingdom though. Alright. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Yeah, so, you know, hey, it's finna go up, man. It's up already, man. It's stuck too. We're gonna reward you as you rewarded us. But see, y'all did what y'all did in wickedness. So therefore, we're going to reward you double in righteousness, which means we can manipulate the elements. Which means that if I want to ball you up like a basketball or a soccer ball and kick you around with the gas, then that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to kick your ass around like a soccer ball, man. Lord willing, I'm a part of that knowing, man. And I get to make it in, man. You know, into that beautiful city, man. The transparent solid gold glass. You know what I'm saying? Where the streets is paved with gold. Where the flowers is singing and the children is talking at 4 months and playing with lions and tigers and bears. We trying to get up in there, man. We looking forward to that. A new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. We don't want to be stuck down here underneath these people forever, man. Alright? It's the book of Nahum, chapter 3. Did I finish reading that, though? Yeah, I finished reading that. Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of armies, the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Yeah, because we prophets that sent out here to the nations, man. All right, to proclaim the kingdom of the New Jerusalem under the rulership of Yahweh Ba'ashem and Yahweh Shai, with Yahweh Shai and King David ruling, man. All right. So yeah, man, we gonna expose Esau for being the devil that he is, man, with his Edomite supremacy, man, and his Edomite privilege. All right. Hey, so yeah, I hope this lesson was edifying and straight to the point, man. Until the next time, I'm gonna bid y'all. Shalom.